Welcome to week 50 of my Trading for Living challenge, where the goal is to make over $1,000 every single week to match the 9 to 5 income of the average American. So we are 2 weeks away from me completing this challenge. And as you can see, I've made $55,000 in this trading challenge, which is 3% up the overall goal. And I've still got 2 weeks to spare. Yes, I missed the goal for week 50, which we'll get into, but any additional incremental income is just going to get me that much further above my target. If you are brand new, again, the link is down below in the description. I've done 50 videos now to date. Every single week I go through how much money I've made, how long it's taken me, and we go through all the trades and the charts and all those good stuff. So if you're interested in learning how to sell options and make consistent income, I strongly suggest you like this video, subscribe, and check out that full playlist if you haven't done so already. So if we have a look here, like I said, we did miss target. We made $940. First time I missed in a long time. Number of reasons for that. I didn't want to place too many trades because I'm already ahead of target, as well, trying to keep that risk low. Again, only spent half an hour really to get this result, so I can't really complain from there. And as you can see now, we are 3.6k up the overall goal, and we're just going to keep adding on additional income over the next couple of weeks. And like I've always said, 27.5 hours to make $55,000. Absolutely amazing. And again, if you want to learn how to trade options, this is more motivational update videos. I go into some strategies, but again, I've got tons of videos on how to trade and how I like to trade selling options. So if we head over to the trades tab, again, there's a number of trades that I've done. I always share out the screenshots that I do so you guys can see what trades I've been making, all these other good things. And let's go on ticker by ticker so you can see what's going on, because there's been a lot of changes in the market over the last couple of weeks, and let's walk through it. So for Tesla, this was a legacy trade from the 21-day DTE, which I forgot to roll in week 49, so I did it in week 40. And again, Tesla has been shooting up. It's 283, 2% up on the day, and we'll look at the chart in a second. And again, this is getting deeper in the money here. I managed to pick up a small credit of 130 for this, pushing it out to the August monthly expiration. So we have a look at Tesla in terms of where we are at. If I get rid of all this stuff, is Tesla's trying to break the new 52-week high, which is all good. And again, we've got this call that we rolled here. So we've got 2 calls deep in the money. We've got 3 calls deep in the money here. And we have our 1 short put here, which is nowhere near to be able to getting hit. So again, we've got some divergence happening over here from a price making higher highs and RSI making lower highs. And again, we've got 2 missed pivots here. And again, hopefully we can see, I need Tesla really to come back down so I can roll these positions further up. So that's what's happening with Tesla at the moment. It's not great, if I'm really honest. The Tesla was a great stock for me right at the beginning of the year, where I was selling covered calls and selling puts, where majority of my income was coming from. But we are where we are. Meta, I didn't make any trades, but Meta just keeps going up, and it's flat again today. And again, I always like to zoom out on Meta. You can see it just made this massive move, just doesn't go. RSI staying flat in this current environment. So you want to talk about when divergence doesn't work. Here's a nice example of where divergence does not work. I've got my plan. My plan's fairly straightforward, is that I'm going to keep rolling up this call story that's deep in the money, and using these puts to cover the debit that I pay here. So again, Tesla and Meta, which were my first 2 individual stocks. And again, this is why you shouldn't sell weekly covered calls below your cost basis. And I learned that in this challenge, and that's why I moved across the margin to get me to where I need to get to for this place. The next one is Coinbase. Coinbase at the moment, again, didn't do any trades last week. I go to Coin, you see here Coin has taken a massive move up, and we talked about it Coinbase staying in this range, completely done over some crypto news that has come out, and it's fine. I've got no problem with it. Again, we've got the 55.70. Again, I'm doing this on a Friday, week 51. I've already placed my next trade, and spoiler alert, there is a trade on Coinbase. I'm sure you guys can work out what it is. Hint, it's pushing the put up to again get some more premium through the door. And there's not much else I can really say about based from that perspective. I'm not comfortable, but I can manage this position. I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback here at least. And again, we've got some missed pivots coming here. We've got a lot of these stocks which are overbought. They have to pull back, and hopefully they can pull back enough for me to start doing some rolls in there. Next one's Google. I'm not even going to bother with Google. It's at 125. We've got to put 110. Nothing really excited to go about. Next one was IWM. IWM, I did end up rolling this position when I was a bit lazy on and didn't end up rolling. So I've rolled it now, 2 contracts on either side. We've got the 177, 187 strangle. Again, I should really be pushing this up, but I'll wait and see to see what happens. Probably closer to the day, I might roll this one up. I might not roll this one up. So we should see what happens from there. Hopefully we can get a move back down into our Goldilocks kind of strangle area. So the next step is really, again, pushing this put up and picking up more and more premium. And then lastly, Mara, I did do a trade. I had 10 naked calls against it, and I then did end up selling 10 puts against it as well. This was prior to the move up. Similar to Coinbase, Mara is a crypto mining company, and again, just due to the news, it's got a massive move up. We've got some strong divergence there, but again, people will say this is the same as Meta. So again, this is where I talk about from a technical perspective of where divergence doesn't work. If there's some positive news out there, the stock is going to go up, people are going to buy, no one cares about the RSI. But things that do eventually play out are pivot levels, which are, again, I am expecting some sort of short-term pullback to these levels at some point, which will allow me then to push up my call and my put to hopefully get a better aligned strangle at some point inside the future. So overall, again, the market has been pushing bullish, which again, for a strangle position, so strangle is selling, initially an out the money call and out the money put, and you want the stock to stay within the range. But obviously, in this scenario, if it breaks through, you have to manage this position. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of these positions now that are starting to break the call side, whereas last year they started to break the put side. So again, with strangles, again, you need to really stay within those range, but we'll still be mechanical. We'll still go through the process, still bringing premiums through. And again, if I wasn't so worked up over this overall target, I would be taking debits to do bigger rolls up to close out positions. So for example, I've made 55K. If I wanted to get out of, Mara, and let's say it cost me $1,000, I would do that because I then will close out that position, don't need to worry about it. I've still made $54,000. So again, because this is a weekly goal, trying to do income. In my view, you need to be trading a bigger account because of incidents like this. So you really want to be making, if you need $53,000 to live on, you need to be making $100,000 in premium in the hope to giving half of that premium back to be able to live off the 53K. This is not what this challenge is about. This challenge is about, can you make $53,000 in premium, withdraw that money and go spend that money on your daily expenses and living? I'm proving the fact that you can. The next part of this challenge really does become, if you guys want to see that challenge, comment down below in terms of now trying to close out of all these positions and still end up positive at the end of it. So let me know what you guys think. Really hope you enjoyed this video. 2 more to go. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next one.